Ocala's information station, 1370 WOCA.
Ocala.
All right, 25 minutes before 11 o'clock. Robin, I have a question for you.
Okay.
I have a question for you.
Okay.
If you had your choice of either a very, very handsome and virile actor, male actor, or a very, very powerful political leader like a president, a popular president, and he will also be very virile. Or a very, very powerful monarch, like a king or something like that, a prince or something like that.
Yeah.
Or a chef. Those are the four choices.
Okay.
And you were going to be spending time on a deserted island for an undisclosed amount of time. You're just going to be on this island for a long time, and those are the four men you could pick from. Mm-hmm. Which one of those men would you pick?
It'd have to be a chef.
Of course it would be. Of course, he trumps a good chef. I'm telling you, all ladies will say this. A good chef will trump anything. Will trump James Bond.
Exactly.
A good chef would have. I mean, a lady would rather be with a chef, right, ma'am?
Beautiful.
Right, ma'am? Wouldn't you rather be with a chef than James Bond on a deserted island? See?
Yeah. See
look,
that?
Look at it.
There you go.
See that? Well, here's a chef right here, BJ. BJ Jacobs from True Grits Restaurant. See? I'm telling you. I mean, see, women have choice of men all over the world. But when it comes to the deserted island scenario, it's always the chef.
Right.
I noticed this a long time ago.
That's why I went to pastry school. They love chocolate as well.
That's right.
They love pastries.
And chocolate.
And chocolate. Yeah. The last lady, her advice in her book, hide your chocolate. That's her advice to other women.
That's right.
If you have chocolate, hide it.
Yeah.
BJ, you are always fun. BJ, let me introduce you properly. That was a bad introduction.
No worries.
BJ Jacobs is here. He is the executive chef.
Yes, sir.
The women don't care about the executive part, by the way. If you're on an island, now maybe, yes, in Manhattan, he's an executive chef. Mm-hmm. But if you're on a deserted island, just as long as he's a chef, right? He is the executive chef at True Grits Restaurant. And their slogan, I guess, a taste of the South, serving classic Southern food with a little soul. And you brought something in here today, and Rob was going to try it on the air. Literally, I'm putting something in your mouth today.
Yes, you are.
Come on, BJ, how you doing?
Good. Always great to be here.
Yeah. Boy, I can smell that. That's got a blueberry thing going on.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I know you told me that, but I can actually smell it.
Yeah, blueberry
really
muffin
good.
bread pudding.
See?
Blueberry muffin, is it crunchy? Is it soft?
The top has a little crunch to it. The inside is a little soft and creamy.
I'll put it up to the camera.
Okay.
Talk.
Okay. And it's called the Blueberry Crunch.
Blueberry muffin bread pudding.
There it is.
Yep.
I don't know if that was a good shot
It
of it or
looks
not.
really, really good, though. Smells great.
And that's the way it's made? I mean, the way it looks? Mm-hmm. And what's the white creamy stuff again?
It's a white chocolate creme anglaise.
And what do you do with that?
Wow.
Dip it or pour
A
it?
little sauce to pour over it.
You pour it over.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay, now we actually have never eaten on the air before. Well, we probably have, but not in a way we're demonstrating something.
Boy, that looks
On
really
Thanksgiving,
good.
we eat on the air. So Robin's going to try some right now. So
I'm
this
gonna try
would
that
be
by
considered
itself.
a dessert?
Yes, sir.
Wow.
Ooh, that glaze is really good.
Oh, the glaze itself is good? All right.
Yeah.
And what is it again? It's a...
The creme anglaise is just heavy cream, egg yolks, and sugar.
Wow.
White chocolate.
This is outstanding.
All right.
It's got a bite to it, too.
A bite meaning
really
like
good.
spicy?
No, like very... You can taste the blueberries and the chocolate
Oh, okay.
separately.
The ladies love this,
It's
don't
good.
they?
Oh, yeah.
The blueberries and the chocolate together.
That is really good.
It's psychological. It's healthy because of the blueberries, and it's chocolate.
Yeah.
all
It's
that-
just like when they always order the chicken pasta, they think chicken and pasta. They don't think about all the fat and the heavy cream
Yeah, right,
that
right,
gets
right.
dumped in the sauce.
Yeah. So how are you?
Good.
That is good.
And how's everybody over at the restaurant?
Awesome. We're, steady keeping ahead. chugging along.
Does the name bring people in there for the grits, or are you starting to see people, the word getting around about the other things that you make? I mean, the grits are great. I'm not picking on the
people
grits.
come in and they see True Grits and they're curious. We still have some people that are excited to see all the different varieties of the grits, and Like we've actually got a following now. The people who come in the morning, like our cheddar bacon egg grits is getting widely popular, where they just come in and get that and some toast and a cup of coffee.
Do you know it is the one unexplored food in New York City? You can't get grits in New York. I think you might change that.
Oh,
I can see true grits being in Manhattan and being a hit. I really can.
that would be awesome.
I think that would happen.
I think so too.
Oh, yes. Are you kidding? And why not? I mean, every other country, location is represented there in one way or another.
Yeah, there's a few soul food places in New York, but nothing
With
major.
grits?
I'm not sure about grits.
Yeah, I don't think so. I've never found grits in New York.
What's really incredible is since you first started coming on the show, I only heard about grits, and then you educated us on all the different things you could put in grits. And then there was one lady about a month ago, we were talking, and she said, "Oh yeah, I love shrimp grits." It's like, wow, I didn't even realize they had shrimp grits until you came on the show, and so evidently there's a lot of people that like that combination.
Oh yeah, and that shrimp and grits, it widely varies, through regional areas, things like that. They said ours is completely different from what you'll find in Low Country, Charleston, South Carolina, and things.
Do you have some food that
Wow.
you prefer cold that is actually served hot? Like for example, I'll give you an example for me. I like cold spaghetti, like the next day.
Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah.
I like cold meatloaf.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. Like a sandwich, a meatloaf sandwich. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I do too. Something. Did we have the stale conversation once before, where we like something's stale?
Some things, no. I don't
No, you
believe
don't like
so.
something like crumb. You know, crumb cake. Mm-hmm. I like crumb cake at like 3 or 4 days old. It's got a little edge to it, a little hardness to it.
Do you taste everything that comes out before you serve it? I mean, every day, because you're making it, but do you do like taste tests before you serve it to the people?
Yes, ma'am. And all the line cooks, they're supposed to. We have tasting spoons on the line. We taste everything before it goes out.
Oh, really? Is that difficult to
Wow.
do and then try to maintain a weight, or does that not matter?
Well, in the culinary industry, when you come in, you either gain a lot of weight or you lose a lot of weight.
Why would you lose weight?
Well, because you never sleep. You work 14, 16 hours a day, and you're
Yeah, right.
constantly on your feet.
And you're in the
running.
heat,
Yeah.
right?
I mean, average temperature on the line is probably about 110 degrees when you're up there cooking with all the equipment going.
Oh gosh.
I've been in
Oh,
the
wow.
kitchen as much as like 130, 135 before.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it gets rough in there.
Have you designed any kind of special baking ovens or things like that?
No. Not
Well,
that intelligent.
How do you know which ovens to get though? That'll really, because sometimes some ovens they don't perform as well as the next one.
Yeah, well, we normally just get the convection ovens that has the fan circulate the heat so it cooks a little evenly, a little faster.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And it's like a general purpose.
BJ, I want to read an ad to you. This is a help wanted ad, and this is what it says. It says, I am looking for someone between the ages of 20 and 30 to help me out a few evenings during the week. I have a little cake and dessert business, and we are currently making some big orders and lots of cakes for some tasting sessions. This is leaving us with lots of cake left over, which we don't sell and don't want to throw away. If you love cakes and desserts and want to get paid to eat as much cake and dessert as physically possible, then this is for you. Can you imagine this job? What kind of a job is that? It doesn't say anything about pay. They're tempting people with cake. Come and apply for the job. You'll get as much cake as possible.
Work for cake.
Is that a fringe benefit when you work in a restaurant? Like, could you literally work at a restaurant, get your paycheck, and never really have to go to the grocery store because you could eat there if you wanted to, right?
That's pretty much the only perk you have working in this industry is you get food for free.
Okay.
Do you get to eat lunch? Do you ever have a lunch break, or are you just there from beginning to
On the end of
end?
the day, when things start to calm down, we'll grab some food, sit down, take a minute, and then regroup, go back to cleaning.
You talked to us one time about the 11-course meal or something like that, and you were telling us about how in other cultures, other countries, they will actually spend a lot of time at the dinner or the table, whether it's dinner or lunch, whatever it is, and it's not just about the food; it's about the time together and the talking and all that, right? Mm-hmm. I wonder what they talk about.
The day's events, life,
What did you do today?
contemplation of the
I sat-
cosmos.
Are you into that? Because Mars is going to be very visible on Tuesday. Did you hear that?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I know there's a lot of stellar sightings this month, or whatever. There's a lot of activity going on in the skies.
The lunar eclipse too.
Yeah, there's a lunar
coming
eclipse.
up
Yeah, I think
Monday.
same day, right? Was
Yeah,
it Monday or Tuesday?
Tuesday, yeah. One of those 2 days. When you do all of your ordering and everything, do you find there are some days that you have to order different types of things in different quantities than on other days?
Oh yeah, everything is based on business. We've run through a lot of one product this week. We'll have to double up, order more. If we didn't use a lot of it, we'll back off. Yeah, it's day-to-day, situational.
So let's get some people into the restaurant. Let's talk about the food itself. Let's get to the real nitty-gritty of True Grits.
True Grits.
True Grits. Now, what you brought to Robin? Obviously, Robin loved it.
It
And
is so good. It's not.
was it
you
warm,
know-
Robin?
Yeah, it is. It's warm.
So you serve it warm?
Yes, sir.
It's really,
really?
good.
And what would you ask for again? How would you order that?
That would just be, it's special just for today.
Is it on the menu though?
No, sir.
Oh no.
No,
Oh,
it's
something.
just a special today. I had some stuff laying around and had a little spurt of inspiration, so.
Oh, so if somebody's listening to us and they wanted that, they couldn't get it, or they could.
It's really
They
good.
could get it today. And the next time I have some blueberry muffins that I've made.
Okay, so you call it. What would they ask for if they went today to ask for it?
It'd be a blueberry muffin bread pudding.
Blueberry muffin. Okay, bread pudding. Was it pudding like, Robin? It didn't look pudding like.
Yeah, it is. It is. You've
Okay.
got the muffins and the pudding all mixed up, but I love the sauce. I mean, that really finishes it off. It's like the bow on a birthday present package.
It's like the ice cream, but it's in liquid form.
Yeah, exactly. That's really, really
And the eggs
delicious.
in the sauce, are they raw?
They're cooked.
Oh, they are cooked. How do you cook them and keep them liquid?
You temper them.
What does that
You
mean?
add the hot liquid to the cold eggs a little at the time and gradually bring it up to heat. Then you add that back into the hot liquid and you'll cook it.
Wow.
It's actually a thickening agent.
You are a cook. You are a chef. I mean, yeah. Going back to the opening.
We were having a discussion yesterday about chicken, about whether, because I when I would grill on the grill, I would parboil it first and put it on the grill, and then like Ronnie or somebody would just throw it on there raw and do that, which is the best way to do it.
Normally, if you put anything on the grill, it would be raw.
Oh, okay.
He's a man. That's what I told Robbie. Well, she told me she parboils. I said, what's the first word? Par. I thought she was saying power, like with a southern accent. I power boil it.
And then like people do that because they worry about it flaring up and burning and catching on fire, and that all comes in controlling the heat. Like if you're using hardwood coals or charcoal, then you've really got to know what you're doing. It's something that you pick up over time, learning hot spots and where to place the meat, and then you would you'd always want to go bone side down or the non-skin side.
Oh.
So the skin would have time to render out the fat, and it drips down. That way, when you put it on there, it's not burning it straight down onto it. That's what happens.
Oh, really?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the skin side down, the fat will render out faster, and it causes flare-ups.
Gosh.
Have you ever had a sesame ball? A sesame roll, or whatever that thing is?
The mochi balls.
I don't know. There's something in the middle of it, really dark, though. They sell it at the Chinese
Yeah,
restaurant.
the Asian restaurants and stuff.
What is that? What's in the middle?
It's azuki bean paste.
Aizuki.
Adzuki bean.
Adzuki?
Adzuki.
So it's not an animal. It's not a
Not eel
no
or anything
testicle.
like
No.
that.
Okay.
It's a bean.
It's a bean, and is it good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it's made with a rice dough, and then they roll it in toasted sesame
Well,
seeds.
you are good. You know your food. So the other day, or not too long ago, really, I was in Publix, and there was an Asian guy, and he was giving samples of what's the raw fish thing called?
Sushi.
Sushi. Thank
Sashimi.
you. And I said, well, what's in it? He wanted me. I said, no, I don't really want that. What is in it anyway? And he went through this list of, he said, lettuce and rice, and and then he said, eel sauce, and then they went out and said, wait, what was that one thing you sped through?
Yeah.
He said, eel sauce. I said, eel sauce? No wonder you sped through it. Why? I don't want anything with eel sauce in it. So I posted that thinking it was going to be funny. I posted what I just told you on Facebook. You would not believe how many people said, oh, I love eel sauce.
Eel sauce.
You've had it? You like it too?
Oh yeah, it's awesome. It's
How do you make eels?
dashi, soy sauce, and brown sugar.
What's dashi?
Dashi is the
It's got to be an eel.
ubiquitous Japanese stock. It's like they use it in everything.
Where's the eel?
It's mystery.
They call it eel sauce because that's sort of like the barbecue sauce that they put on the eel. Like they take freshwater eel and they barbecue.
But it's
it.
not made from any animal or fish or eel.
Well, the dashi is bonita flakes, which is shaved dried tuna,
Okay, shaved dried tuna.
and kombu, the big kelp leaves. You make a broth out of that. You steep both of those, and then you add that with soy sauce and brown sugar and reduce it down till it's syrup-like, and that makes your eel sauce.
Wow.
You're an encyclopedia for chefs. Do you ever use that not in True Grits, right?
And it's like, eel sauce?
Yeah.
I got to use it one time. We did a private event for a Japanese.
Really?
Oh, nice. When
Wow.
a person comes to True Grits for dinner and they want to order a wine, but they're not sure, do they always ask you what you recommend to go with whatever they're eating?
Actually, we have no wine right now. We're in the
Oh,
process of getting our beer and wine license. General manager's working with the county and the city to get all our stuff straightened out and make sure we're up to code on that.
But you know all that stuff, right? I mean, if you were in another restaurant, you could order what should be going with something.
I could give a roundabout. It'd probably take me some time. I need to read my books before I give out expert advice.
What is the
Freshen up on it.
cleanse the palate? What is that?
The sorbet
Well,
we spoke about.
you talked about it once before, and I listened to the recording, and I said, I don't even know what he means.
Well,
Because I cleanse my palate in the morning. I brush my teeth.
right. So, well, like and one of those progressional course meals, in the beginning, like a salad and soup,
Right.
your soup's going to be sort of rich, or either it'll be really light and bright, like a broth based. But then you have like strong flavors, acidic vinaigrette from the salads, and then the taste. So, and now you want the entree's coming up. That's going to be the highlight of the meal. You take something, that sorbet, that's going to cleanse everything away, wash away the excess acidity and the richness from the soup or a salad.
Wow.
And that way you're just left with something flat, a baseline to where you can enjoy your entree to the fullest.
So wait a minute. If I had like chicken wings that were too hot, I'm a little bit wimpy when it comes to the chicken wings. Robin's husband can have fire and he won't mind it. But the hot wings, to me, I can go, I don't know, midway or something. But if it's too hot, I can't do anything to get rid of it. Would a cleansing, like you're talking about, get rid of that hot feeling?
Probably not.
Oh, no. Okay.
Milk.
Milk, that does it?
Yeah, milk's the only thing that's going to do that.
I didn't know that.
The capsaicin's oil base, and it coats your tongue and carries out. And then the fats in the milk are actually able to encapsulate the capsaicin so it doesn't bother your heat receptors on your tongue.
Okay, so when you eat something and it burns your mouth, once it gets into your digestive system, it's not burning anymore until the very end. Then it burns again. Right? Well, why? I mean, why? Why does it? Is it actually doing damage to our insides? Should we not be eating that stuff?
Well, you have a mucus lining all through your stomach and intestines. That's why it's probably not burning.
Oh, okay.
What you're really doing, BJ, yourself, is that you're enabling the young people that want to be into the culinary industry. They can just go to your restaurant at different times and just order a few different things to see what's out there, and then you might really inspire them to go to a chef school.
Yeah, I
and do
bet you.
something
That's
like
true.
that on their own.
Yeah, I'm actually in the process of working with Le Cordon Bleu, their culinary department. I mean, their career development department. Since we've been open for a year coming up. We should actually be able to take on interns 6 weeks at a
Oh,
time,
nice.
so we can introduce them to the real world kitchens.
And what is Cordon Bleu? What is that?
Le Cordon Bleu, the
Yeah.
culinary school in Orlando. It's actually where I graduated from.
Oh, okay, okay.
So work back. They do that a lot with alumni programs.
I hope the listeners are picking up on all this. And I just want you to know, listeners, that we have had the food from True Grits. It is really delicious. And Chef BJ really knows his stuff. I mean, you make that clear when you come on here. But I think a lot of people that go to a little restaurant, they don't know who's back there. They don't have any clue what the education is.
No, and our locations kind of stifled us a little bit with that. People come in and they expect, a truck stop diner.
Right.
Because of the location.
Right.
That the decor, we've got it nice looking in there.
Beautiful in there, really.
Like it should be a standalone restaurant.
Yeah.
And then once our servers educate them a little bit, and after they taste everything, they're just blown away. They're like, I would never expect this coming in.
And absolutely, from the bottom of my heart, that's why I'm glad you come in here. I mean, I know you're an advertiser, so of course we like that too.
Right.
But I mean, as far as us trying to do something good for our listeners, that's why we like you in here. because you are actually getting them to know something that they have here in their own town that they might not have realized was here. Am I wrong in saying that most restaurants don't really have chefs, or am I wrong with that? I mean, they have cooks, but do they really have trained chefs?
Cooks,
I mean, some of them do. I'm not saying all of them don't, but
your average place, like a chain restaurant, your Applebee's, Chili's, Fridays, stuff like that. They have kitchen managers. Some of them may be professionally trained, but there's, you can have the title of a chef and still not be a chef.
Right. Yeah, and I guess that's what I was trying to say.
There's a lot more into it. You have to have the passion and drive and actually care about the food you're putting out.
And almost every time I've ever been to a place that had a real chef like yourself, there's always one or two or many maybe unique items that no other restaurant sells.
Exactly.
And for example, what you brought in here today, nobody else has that, right?
Right.
All right, we do have a phone call. Good morning. Oh, you need your headphones. Good morning. You're on the air. B.J. Jacobs is in the studio.
Hey, good morning, guys. You're right. Sometimes the best food is at the truck stop, But I just got a question for you. How do you feel about some of the inspections that the county does on restaurants? Now, I've never looked at your restaurant online, but you can go to a site called myflorida.com and you can look at licensing and inspections of restaurants and stuff if you want to see how they're doing. But I'll hang up and get the answer. But how fair do you think they are on that? And I'll hang up and get the answer. Thanks a lot, guys.
All right, thank you.
Well, I'd please go check us out online. I know I had 3 violations, and one was for not labeling the container my grits was in.
Oh no!
Oh.
But it's
I bet you
simple
hated
things like that. But no, we take absolute pride in what we do in the kitchen. We clean every day. We deep clean. We pull everything out, clean 360 around. I think a lot of places get by onto some things when they shouldn't. There's some nasty places out there that still are able to operate.
Yeah. Well, no, I just based on the food, I don't know anything about that was a good question, though.
Very good, yeah.
Especially if you can go online and look. I didn't even know you could do that.
Yeah, myflorida.gov, actually, you can go on there and check it out. It lists everything. It tell all their violations, if they were ever had to shut down, for how long.
Were you guys involved with the Taste of Ocala?
No.
No, you didn't do that? Okay.
No, I would have loved to, though.
It was like after the fact that I heard about it. They used to, come in here and talk about it, but I guess they stopped doing that. Okay, so what's for lunch today?
Today?
Yeah.
We have our bison burger on special today.
Bison burger?
Yes, sir.
Oh, this is buffalo meat, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Buffalo meat. We call it our Tatanka.
What?
Tatanka. You remember Dances with Wolves, Kevin Costner?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
We got to try that.
Oh, yeah, it's delicious. We season the patty with soy sauce and molasses.
Oh, really?
Yep.
And to the average person looking at it, they would say it looks like a hamburger, or no?
Well, it looks just like a hamburger.
It looks like a hamburger,
Yeah.
but it's not from a cow. It's from a buffalo.
Buffalo, yes, sir.
And your thought on it? It just tastes.
Oh, it's a little more lean and a richer meat.
Oh, really?
There's a deeper color to it.
Do you put cheese on it?
Yeah.
Do you think cheese sometimes ruins, like when you start tasting the cheese and not the meat? Do you think that happens sometimes?
Well, if you put too much on. But no, it actually plays a part in it. There's a whole scientific breakdown of the hamburger and why it works.
Oh, really?
Wow. That's pretty awesome.
Sounds good. So that's the special for today. How much is that?
$11.95 with fries, hand cut fries.
You cut them yourself, and you boil them in.
We cut them and we blanch them and fry them in house. Yep.
Nice.
Deep fry them. I should have boil.
In lard.
In lard?
Yes, we don't use any of the trans-saturated fat type.
And lard is animal fat, right?
Animal fat. It's all natural.
That's what they used to put in Oreos. Did you know that? And then the government said you can't do that anymore, so they used something else.
So they changed it.
Yeah, no, it's true Southern cooking. We do the biscuits with lard. We fry the chicken in lard. French fries. It's all.
Oh, really?
It's a night and day difference in the product when you take it out of some of the vegetable oils versus the natural lard. You can just see it
So go to True
Wow.
Grits Restaurant. The website is true-grits.com. And what's your phone number, BJ?
It's 352-867-7772.
And since last time you were here, we became a Fox affiliate, so we have to really look at the clock, so we're out of time. BJ, always fun to have you in the studio. Thank you for bringing the food in, and
Thank you. It's really
thank you for
good.
being a good friend of the station.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Go to True Grits Restaurant, located at 331 Northwest 20th Street, right down the street from the
Livestock Pavilion.
Livestock Pavilion. Thank you.
Yep.
All right, we've got to go to Fox News, and then we'll be back. This is The Source, WOCA, Ocala. See how I'm trying to stretch it out to make it perfect?
Fox News Radio, I'm Lillian Wu. One of the many students hurt in yesterday's Pennsylvania high school stabbing spree, recalling the terror going through his mind.
Will I survive?